Hi, you guys. It's your girl Shajay coming at you with, if you can't tell by the title, 4 months in boot camp. I'm going to just start it off right now, cut the chit chat, tell you. I got to Great Lakes on December 18th of 2017. Went through training until about the end of January. I want to say like the 26th or 27th. But let me tell you how I got to the 27th. So a couple days in that range, the end of January, I started limping. I was limping pretty bad. I was holding up people when I was marching, getting people off step, everything. My petty officer yelling at me. They're like, "Are you okay? Do you need to go to medical?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm 10 days away from graduation. I'm good." So I keep limping. It just goes on for about 3 days. We have phone calls that Saturday. At the phone calls, I was telling my mom, I was like, my legs hurt. I'm limping. She's like, "Oh, you got 10 days left. Just go ahead, go through it." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I got you." So after I get off the phone with my family, my chief, he was like, "I heard you've been limping," because our chief never marched with us. He would always meet us there. Like, he would always be there, like, right when we were walking in. So he was like, "I heard you were limping." He was like, "You need to go to medical. Even if, like, you get put out of training, so what? Like, you getting better. You healing. You need to take care of yourself first." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll take care of myself." So I'm like, "Nah, I'm going to go to the medical, maybe." I'm like, "Okay, whatever. I can go to medical after I graduate." So on the way back from phone calls, my petty officer's like, "No." She's like, "No, you're going to medical. You're going to medical tomorrow." So I gotta go to medical that Sunday. They check me out, which, on Sundays they don't have like everything open. So they're like, the corpsman, he's not a guy, play my last. The corpsman was like, he said, "I think I got hum in my teeth. I'm sorry. If I do, I'm sorry." But the corpsman was like, "Yeah, I'm going to send you to SMART tomorrow, but to be honest, when you go to SMART, usually you get separated from your division." So I'm like, okay. Just, I'm all out of ruts with that. And I go back and I'm like, okay, I got SMART tomorrow. I go to my SMART appointment that Monday. Go to my doctor. He feels my legs. He's like, "You probably have stress fractures in both of your legs. You're really tender." So I'm like, okay. God, I got stress fractures in both my legs, which is really uncommon. And so he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to send you to RCU." I'm like, okay. He was like, so I'm like, dang, RCU is, they separate you from your division and you're in medical healing. They put your training day on hold. I left off on 4 Attack 5, so I was on hold for 4 Attack 5. So I get in RCU. I get through RCU. I go, he looks at my x-rays. He's like, "Oh, it's not a stress fracture, da. Like, it's probably a stress reaction." So he's like, "I'm going to give you 2 more weeks. Because I'm still in pain, by the way. He's like, "I'm going to give you 2 more weeks. I'm like, okay, 2 more weeks. Like, he was like, "I'm put you back in training in 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, put him back in training in 2 weeks. After get through those 2 weeks, I'm still in pain. But, like, my knees start hurting. My knees were only hurting when I was walking upstairs. I hadn't walked upstairs in 2 months. 2 months. But like my last 2 weeks. So I hadn't walked upstairs in 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? 2 weeks after that. So it's about 6 weeks. No, it's about 4 weeks. And he was like, "Okay, you're still in pain. Let's do your bone scan." So he gives me an appointment after the bone scan for 2 weeks. So I come back a little bit early for the bone scan. he like, oh, it's not a stress fracture, da 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 da. Yeah, I still didn't know what it was. It was almost 2 months. My doctor ends up leaving and going somewhere. I think he got either deployed or something like that. My doctor leaves. I get sent to a new doctor, and that's the 2 weeks afterwards. I go to the new doctor. They had an intern in. The new doctor has an intern. The intern is doing like a little questionnaire, asking me about everything. I'm telling him all my symptoms and whatever. So like, okay. So he lays me on the examination bed or whatever. And he was holding my foot, moving my foot around. He was like, do you hear anything rattling? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Rattling. And he was just like, but before he even did that, he looked like he was feeling my knee and my knees, and he looked like, what the H is that? And I'm like, that's not good. That face is not good. So I'm worried. So when he takes me in there with the actual doctor, the doctor's like, your knees are out of place. And he's like, I'm going to be honest with you. He was like, I'm going to give you 3 weeks. And after those 3 weeks, you have a choice. He was like, you can go back to training, but you'll be in a lot of pain. Or you could get separated from the Navy. And I'm like, what? Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, my knees are out of place. What does that mean? I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. He was like, honestly, I'm going to explain to you like this. Your knees are supposed to be like this. Yours are like this. So mine are tilted. And I was just like, what does that even mean? I've never even heard of that. And I was just like sitting in RCU. I had been there 2 months. I hadn't been in RCU 2 months, didn't even know what was going on. And I found out that, so I was just like, okay, we just have phone calls. We have phone calls every 2 weeks in RCU. So I called my family. I was like, no, I'm going to wait to call my family before I have phone calls. Wait. I'm sorry, you guys. My dog is crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait the 2 weeks, call my mom, and tell her. And so I called my mom, told her what was going on. I had already wrote her a letter. She's like, okay, just come home, get better, whatever. So went to separations. I met some great people in separations. It was really weird. It's like being in an Orange is the New Black or something. But it's really weird. I met some really nice people there. And what else? Now I'm home. I'm home now. It's gonna take me like 6 months to heal. Supposedly they gave me 6 months to heal. I have to do rehab, all of that, if I want to join, if I want to rejoin. But I stayed 4 months. So I was training longer than in training because I only stayed in training for a month. So a month some change. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much my story of my whole 4 months in boot camp. I learned a lot. I became a better person, and I wouldn't change it for the world because it made me grow and learn myself a lot more than I would ever know about myself. You guys, I'm just feeling myself. I'm sorry. Like, I just did my makeup, and I actually have hair on my head right now. I haven't really had my hair, like, looking nice in, like, a good 2, almost 3 months. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about my boot camp experience, why I'm at home, and why I did not graduate, which is a sad experience for me. But I just wanted to come on and explain this to people because a lot of people don't understand, and so I don't have to give this story 1,000 times. And yes, I have mascara right there. I need to get that off. But bye, you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.